Hey everyone, thanks so much for checking out this video. My name is Ben Eig and I'm with Eig & Company Real Estate, brokered by Odell Realty, one of the great boutique real estate firms here in the Lake Norman area. And I'm doing these videos to talk about our area, talk about some questions that I get a lot of times when I'm talking to folks about moving here or who live here. And so I wanted to start answering questions about Lake Norman, about Charlotte, North Carolina, South Carolina, real estate, all those kinds of things. And our video today is kind of starting out talking a little bit more about Lake Norman. What is it like to live here? So I'm going to do several videos about that. And the first is just kind of the basics. What is Lake Norman? Where is it? And how far does it take to get places? Because that's what people want to know. So Lake Norman is just north of Charlotte, North Carolina, like literally just north. It's a lake. It's about 40 miles long. It's got something like 700 miles of shoreline. There's actually more shoreline around Lake Norman than the entire Atlantic coast of the state of North Carolina, which is pretty wild. And it was actually created in the 1960s when Duke Energy built a dam on the Catawba River. And so it's been here for close to 50 years, but really folks began to discover it just in the last 15 to 20, with great access to the city of Charlotte, great places to live, lakefront homes, lake access, boat access, and just kind of the cool thing about saying, hey, we live around a beautiful lake and the sunsets are awesome. So that's Lake Norman in a nutshell. And when people talk about living in Lake Norman, usually they're talking about our four largest communities in the area. So just north of Charlotte is the first town that has lakefront property, and that's Huntersville, which is actually where I live, right outside the window. Just north of Huntersville, we've got Cornelius, then we have Davidson and Mooresville. So those four communities are typically what folks are talking about when they say Lake Norman. I live in Lake Norman. There's also the west side of the lake, which includes, actually, if over here, it's that way is the west side of the lake. And the main community on the west side of the lake is Denver, which is growing really fast. Denver, North Carolina, not Colorado, but it's growing really fast over there as well. But our main north-south road is Interstate 77, runs up out of Charlotte, goes north. And just like I said, you've got exit 23 and exit 25, which are Huntersville. Then you've got exit 28, which is Cornelius. Exit 30, why am I blanking on this? It's 30 or 31 is Davidson. And then you've got exits 33, 35, 36, which are going to give you access to Mooresville. So if you think in terms of exits and interstates, that's Lake Norman. And then the next question, how far does it take to get to blank? Well, that's a good question. I get asked that a lot by folks that are thinking about moving here. Ben, how long is it going to take me to get to work? How long is it going to take me to get to the airport? How long is it going to take me to get to these places? One of the great kind of silly answers, but also somewhat true to the answer to that question, just about whatever might be in that blank, is about 30 to 40 minutes. One of the great things about the whole Charlotte area is how close things are. Really within an hour, you can get to anywhere around the Charlotte metro from north to south. From Lake Norman, if you're looking to get into uptown Charlotte, which is obviously where Bank of America has their headquarters, Wells Fargo is there, Panther Stadium, where the Hornets play, our minor league baseball team, the Charlotte Knights, all have arenas, stadiums there in uptown Charlotte, not downtown. It's uptown because we're cool like that. It's going to take you about 30 to 40 minutes, depending on traffic, to get to uptown. The other thing is the airport. Fantastic airport, Charlotte International. It's a hub of American Airlines. You literally can get all over the world. Great access. And from here, you're looking at, again, about 30 to 40 minutes to get to Charlotte Airport, to Charlotte Douglas. It's fantastic like that. So when you're thinking about local driving, that's where it is to get to the airport, to get to uptown. One of the great things that's happened with Lake Norman, though, especially in the last 10 years or so, is we've got great shopping, we've got great dining, we've got great recreation, all right here without having to go to other places, without having to make that drive. And I'll probably do another video about some more of those types of opportunities, but yeah, of course, great dining, entertainment options when you go down into Charlotte, into the city. But we've got great stuff right here, and we have the lake. So you really don't have to drive far if you don't want to, which is really, really neat. The other thing then is, okay, well, what about going a little bit further? What about exploring? Charlotte's kind of positioned really well between the mountains of Western North Carolina and the beach. And I'm doing it in the wrong direction, not that you care, because the beach is over there and the mountains are out that way. The beach to the east, the mountains to the west. So how far does it take to get? Well, some of our great mountain towns, Asheville, you may have heard of Asheville. It's up in the Blue Ridge. It's about 2.5 hours away. Awesome art scene, breweries are there, great restaurants, the Biltmore, Blue Ridge Parkway runs just south and east of Asheville. So all that's going to take you about 2.5 hours to get up there and spend some time. A little bit further, about another hour to the west, is Great Smoky Mountain National Park. Another great little mountain town home of Appalachian State University is Boone, North Carolina. Again, it's about 2 hours away. So really cool, a little bit smaller than Asheville. Obviously, it's got the university there, but some cool things to see in that area as well. And then if you want to go east, you're going to hit the beach. And we've got access to several beaches. It's about 3.5 hours really to just about all of them. So Charleston, which is a beautiful city and has some great beaches like Folly Beach, about 3.5 hours away. Myrtle Beach, which is the classic Southern vacation beach town, about 3 hours away or so. And then another favorite of my family is the Wilmington area, Carolina Beach, 3.5 hours. So multiple beach opportunities. They all have a little bit different feel, different flavor, a little bit different places, but just the way it is, they all take about the same amount of time to get to them. And then, of course, if you're a fan of the magnificent Netflix streaming show, which I honestly haven't seen, but folks in my family have, The Outer Banks. The Outer Banks, a little bit further. It's about 5.5 hours to get to Nags Head, Kitty Hawk area, which is kind of the most populated, most popular section of the Outer Banks. To get there from Charlotte, about 5.5 hours. But you can actually drive north and south on the Outer Banks for an hour plus in either direction and see a lot of different things. The Hatteras Lighthouse is about an hour south of Nags Head, so that's out there as well. But again, an easy half-day drive to get to the Outer Banks as well. So, Charlotte, Lake Norman, we've got an amazing place to live, a lot of great things right here in our area. But if you're needing to get into the city, easy access. If you want to visit the mountains, if you're like me, I love the mountains. Couple hours away to go hiking, just go hang out. Some ski resorts up there as well, or the beach, which most of my family beach people. So we decide which direction we're going when we're going to take a weekend away. But the beach, again, 3.5 hours away. So just great access all the way around from our Charlotte area. And to help you out with that, if you want to check it out, there's going to be, here's a little picture of it, and a link will be down here. I've put together a relocation guide for Lake Norman, and I'd love for you to click that link, download that guide, and it's going to answer some more questions. And please feel free to reach out to me. Leave a comment below, click subscribe, check out my channel as I answer some more questions. Reach out to me directly. Would love to help out. Would love to talk to you about what it looks like to move to our awesome area here in Lake Norman, North Carolina. Thanks so much.